Don't know.
Yeah, we have to be separate this evening. My back is out, so I'm sitting in the other room
Ah,
talking on
all
the
right.
phone, and then she'll be in the tablet. But I do have a quick question, if you don't mind. I've never used the phone for this. Can I share on the phone? Like my pictures are in photos, but it's
Look,
not the same as a tablet or,
yeah. I don't know. I don't do phones. Let's try it right
oh,
now. Do
all
you
Yeah.
right.
do you have a
Another time, another time.
I'm
We
sorry.
see a hand.
That's
I'm
okay.
ignorant of iPads and phones.
Yeah, okay, no problem. No
It's a
problem.
good question. I don't know.
Yeah, I just don't know. In other words, if I go into photos on the phone, I can bring up a picture, but then how do I get back to you?
Are you currently on the phone?
Yes.
Yeah. And it's a good picture. And your sound is good.
Yeah, it's a very good picture, so I don't see why
Good.
you shouldn't.
But
Good.
do
Well, just to try it, I'm gonna go out and just bring it up, and then, in other
fine.
words, like
Yeah.
in order to
Yeah.
bring you up,
Yeah.
I have to kind of close out of where the photos are. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think they can be up at the same
Well,
time,
do,
but I don't know.
yeah, do you have a share screen icon on the bottom
Yes,
of your phone?
I do. Yes.
Okay, well, just hit that and see what happens. That
Okay.
alone might, and
All
then you
right.
might get to choose
Oh,
phones.
I see. Photo. All
Pho-
right. Let's see that. Let me see that. Oh, photos. I'll be damned. I think I'm going to be able to do it.
Oh,
Let's
good.
see. Yeah, here we
Yeah,
go.
you would. We can
Oh,
see now. Yeah, we can see
yeah,
the thing.
I'll be damned. Just let me see if I can show it to you. This is what I was going to show. Let's see.
I'm not seeing your. Oh, there it is.
You
There's your
will.
picture.
Oh,
Oh, isn't
Ah,
that
okay.
beautiful?
Oh, so
great.
you can see it.
Oh my
Okay.
Can see
gosh,
it.
that is really
All
spectacular.
right. Great.
Great.
Yeah.
You really come up with some amazing stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's my
really.
This is
it. Thank
crazy.
you. Thank you. It's my brain. I can't help it.
Yeah, I think you have a very unique mind, as does Bob.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. All right. Well, great. Then I'll participate. I'm going to go let Sarah know and set her up on the tablet.
Can
So
you walk?
All right.
I'll
Very
see you in a
good.
few minutes. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks. Thanks.
Well, that was simple. I didn't know it was that simple. Great.
Yeah. But I don't know what type of phone he has. We'll have to find out. I don't know whether
Yeah.
it's.
Gosh, I'm glad I
Okay,
moved
yeah.
that lamp.
Janice is here.
Okay. I see Janice. Hi, Janice. How are you? Janice, you're muted.
Yeah, you're hearing it coming around from the other room. Yes.
I'm
Hey,
good,
Janice.
thank you.
You're good, Janice? Yes?
Yes. And
Yes? I'm actually working. I haven't started working on it, but I've taken some shots of a sort of thing that is inspired by you. But of course, when you see it, you'll say, "That's not me. That's nothing like what I do." It's like a sort of. It's not exactly a still life, but it's. I don't know what it is. Anyway, it's inspired by you.
Oh.
And I don't have it now. I haven't started it yet. I've just got the shots for,
Yeah.
it's going to be a sort of collage thing or montage, I don't know what they call it. You know, where you take bits and pieces and you create an abstract sort of thing.
I like that.
Well, it's
fun.
inspired by your groups of things, that you do. And miraculously, they'll look brilliant. But I know that if I put a group of stuff in my house and took a photo of it, it wouldn't look like that. I know it because I've tried.
I think we're always hard on ourselves.
No. No.
Yeah.
No.
Set up.
Yeah, you are, Kim. You judge yourself harshly.
Very.
Your work.
There we go.
I think I'm honest.
Hey, Mike.
I'm probably more honest.
You might.
Hi. How's everybody?
Everyone's good.
Yeah.
We
Managing.
have
We're, let's see. Kim's the only one that's in a new spot. Mike, you look like you're in a bedroom.
I am.
Yeah.
Susan's here.
Yes, it does now look like a bedroom. I didn't catch that before.
Yeah, it's my lounge chair when we separate to watch
Oh,
television. I watch in here.
I didn't catch the
there-
bed thing, but now I do.
Yeah.
Hi, Susan. You're muted.
Yeah, we're fine. We're fine.
Good, good.
Okay. Excellent. I didn't think I'd be able to share.
Well, you
Yeah.
can,
Great.
Uh,
Yeah,
and it means
that's
that we
right.
can if we're somewhere else
yeah,
with a
yeah,
phone,
that's
but
good.
not a computer.
Yeah, it's good to know.
But you
It's
have
good
a
to
very
know.
good phone because I mean, it looks like you're on a computer.
I don't know. It's just kind of a, comes with the package.
what type of phone is it?
It's an Android and it's an LG.
Yeah, I
Oh,
have
That's what I got.
Samsung.
Yeah. I like LG products.
Yeah.
I find in general they're very good quality and they last. And they have a special. If you sign up for a year, you get the phone is free, so you can't beat that.
No,
Really?
I like bargains.
I
Yeah.
like bargains too.
That's funny. I've been working on one of my most challenging projects for one of the Sunday things, which is Faces, and that's
Oh, yeah.
Right,
yeah,
right. That's in
and
February.
that's really I've been working for hours and hours, which is
Wow, oh
great
my
because
gosh.
keeps me busy.
It does keep you busy. I find that's a very good thing.
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
that
she
Sarah
is.
by herself?
That
Yes,
is
That
Sarah,
is.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, she's in the
Hi,
living
Sarah.
room and I'm in the bedroom.
Yeah. She looks rather glamorous today, if I may.
Oh,
I may say
absolutely.
Maybe it's because she's by herself.
Yeah. Maybe. I better watch out. I better go back in the living room.
That's what I'm trying to hint at. Yes.
I had better be careful,
Yes, the same thing happened to Janice a few weeks
It's all
ago.
right.
Yeah.
You can stay there. It's all right.
Oh,
Well,
We-
how's everybody today?
Everybody is good. We hope.
we had a board meeting today,
yeah, we had the board meeting today.
Oh my
Ah,
gosh.
so the board
Is that a
members
good
among
thing?
us are probably exhausted.
Yeah, those things are very, very exhausting. Anything with chit chat and lots of people
Yeah.
can be rather wearing, I find.
Yeah. Oh, you did it Zoom. How many people attended?
13.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
Well, you should be used to that, Bob. You get that kind of turnout.
Yeah.
So you should be used to it.
I just mute myself the whole meeting, except for when I have to speak.
Hmm,
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
wise.
my-
We were very businesslike.
Yeah.
We talked about this group, the Tuesday Share, which I'll fill you in when we begin.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, my son does Zoom meetings, and I think he said on the last one, they had 60 people on it.
60?
Wow.
60. Yeah.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Business meetings, from all over the country and
Oh
sometimes all
my
over the world.
gosh.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
quite a tool. I think
It
when
is a
all,
tool, yeah.
yeah, when this mess is over, I think it'll be even more popular than it was before.
Oh,
Yeah.
geez.
Really allows you to accomplish a lot.
It does, and with a minimum of sort of physical effort,
Yeah, it's terrific.
which is
It
really good for an older clientele like ourselves.
Oh, well, I wouldn't know about that, but I'll take your word for it. I'll take
Or
your
should I
word for
say a
it.
more senior group? like ourselves.
Okay, I can go with that. That's all right. That's fine.
Senior.
Ron's
This is-
here.
You're a more senior.
Yeah.
Susan Kenny.
Well, Susan's here. She's just all blanked out.
Mhm. Oh, there she is.
Hi, Susan.
Hi, Susan.
There's Ron.
Where's Ron? Has anyone in the room been vaccinated yet?
No.
Well, my sister's in Israel and she got hers 3 weeks ago. She has her second shot this week. And she's a
Wow.
nurse. And so she vaccinates 700 people a week.
Wow.
And the entire state of Israel will get totally vaccinated twice by March.
Wow. Wow.
Hence the apartment that I'm in.
That's wonderful. It really is.
Well, we in Pennsylvania have given out 30% of the 900,000 vaccine doses that we have been given.
Wow.
I follow
Wow.
that every single night.
Yeah, it's
I
a
look
lot
up
of
the
people.
numbers every day.
A lot of people.
They can.
Well, I
Well,
don't know where
hold-
they're hiding the other 70%. I'm afraid I can't tell you.
Well,
I
it's a, in the Israel distribution, do they have a centralized body that,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes,
see,
they ordered vaccine for 9 million people, 2 doses. They have hospitals with trestle tables set up. You apply online for an appointment and you just walk through. And my sister said it is so easy to give the shot. It takes not more than 30 seconds. There'd be no reason why we have 70% of the delivered vaccines in freezers right now. And I think it has to do with politics, not with health.
I was just going to say,
Yeah,
I think we
Yeah.
know why. I think we know why.
yeah.
right.
Well, we probably all have different reasons why we know why, Ken.
Yeah.
I have a feeling if we did a little poll here, they would be the same reason.
I don't
Yeah.
think so. I have a feeling that would not be true.
Okay, well, maybe.
I have
we'll-
a feeling that would not be true.
All right.
Well, it's
Well,
so
well,
nice
okay,
to
I'll-
see you all.
Hey, Jane.
Jane,
I'll just throw one little bomb in the room,
Oh,
Okay.
great.
which is that the UK, Canada, Israel have all agreed on one decision. And that decision is people over 65 disproportionately die of COVID. And they are vaccinated first after all the health people. No other question of it. Nobody else goes before. And I don't think we would actually agree on why 70% of the stuff is in the freezer in Pennsylvania.
Well, someone said politics, and I think if we went down that rabbit hole, we might.
I know. Right,
Okay.
we don't want to go that route.
I know. Let's
let me
let's
get,
talk about art.
yeah,
Yeah.
Right, right.
who has stuff to show? Kim,
I do, yeah. I do.
Bob, Mike,
Mike,
Jane.
Jane,
Yeah, Jane.
A
Ken.
little something, just a
I
little.
have
Yeah, Ken.
and
Ken.
Susan,
little bit.
Ted.
Ted.
Not
Mike,
me,
No.
not me.
Not
Did
Sarah?
you say not you, Sarah?
Correct.
okay,
That's unusual, isn't it?
Mick, do you have anything?
Yeah, a couple of things.
Okay. All right. I think I
Did
have everyone.
Susan isn't here
Susan?
now. She went away.
No, she's back. Oh, and Andrew's here and Neela's here. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you get me, Bob? I have.
All right. Yep. I did not get you.
All right. I have
Oh.
a few.
I
Oh,
will
here comes
review
Andy.
the list when we
Oh,
begin
Andy.
All right.
because last time I left somebody, it's no good when I leave somebody out. So we got Neela and Andy. Hey, Andy.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Andy looking a
Big
bit like
group tonight,
Waldo.
Bob.
And
Gee, camera. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. That's totally me. There it is, fixed.
yeah. All right.
Your hat looks like mine there, Andy. I got a hat just like that. I could go put it on if you want.
Hey, Neela.
It's all right. We don't need to match.
I
Hello.
don't know. It's exactly like yours.
Oh, okay. Well, it's just a basic knit hat. I mean, I didn't
Yeah,
know
exactly.
anything special about it. It's just
Okay, let me
But I mean,
let me
they're not all
review
gray.
let me review who is ready to show. Kim, Mike, Janice, you're going to show. Mike, I have Mike down twice. Ken,
Good, I have two
Jane,
pictures.
Mick,
Susan. Where is Susan?
Joe.
Bob, you're muted, I think.
no, he's not.
I think Bob froze up.
Oh,
I thought he was thinking, but I guess he is frozen.
He does that too.
it's hard to tell.
Well, he's coming up with a whole new plot here. If he's
Yeah. Well, good night, everyone.
yeah. Can you sneak around and give him a little? Can you hear us, Bob? We can't. You're not moving. You can't even hear us.
Dennis, go wake
Yeah,
up.
yeah. Go kick him. Kick him.
Mike, are you comfortable with your back right now? You okay?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you. Yeah, this is a great chair and a heating pad, so I'm in good shape.
Good,
Thank you.
good, good. 'Cause
Yeah,
back
it's
pain
just,
is
you know.
nice.
Nah, it's one of those things.
What happened?
Well, I've had it for a long time because of sports injuries, but at this point, the doctor says they call it spinal stenosis.
Hmm.
Yeah, my uncle
Yeah.
had that.
Yeah, and most of the time it's okay. There's a medication that I can take that does wonders, but you can't take it for more than 1 month at a time, and then you have to take a break for a month and come back, because if you do it continually, there is a possibility of heart damage.
Ooh.
But
Oh.
if you alternate months, you're good. So that's what I do,
Hey, Neela.
you know. So
Good.
for a month I feel good, and for the next month I complain to Sarah for a month.
Oh, she is. Janice, did you get word from Bob?
Did I get word from Bob?
Yeah, is he
That's
still
where
there?
he is.
Is he okay?
Yeah, he's trying to get back on.
Oh,
The Zoom meeting spiraling out of control.
yeah, our leader is not with us.
I have to tell them when those Pico bills come, you have to pay them.
Mm.
What, Bob? Oh, okay. Bob said Mike Nathan. Why don't you
Okay.
start?
That's
All
good.
right, okay,
Okay.
great.
Mm.
I have two, so let's try this again. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Yeah, this is one where I was playing, and
I love that.
yeah, last
So
week I showed one with a ship, and then
unusual.
that kind of morphed into this.
Cool.
Very
Yeah,
cool. Yeah.
just having fun with it, you know.
Nice.
And the other one, I'll show you that.
Did you put that? Did you put the ship in the bottle?
I did, yes. I did put the ship in the bottle, and now I've lost everything, so hang in there.
Yeah, Bob's back. Hi,
Oh,
Bob.
don't say that.
Yeah, I
He's
can,
got
I
what Bob
can,
has.
I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Oh,
So let me see where I have to go here. Hang on a second.
Shame your wife's not there.
I'll
Yeah,
turn,
I know, I
I'll turn
know.
your screen off.
Oh, he's back.
And then you
Yeah,
can start
here,
again.
yeah, I'm coming. Let's see, here we
But
go.
that ship in a bottle,
That was
Yeah.
fun.
It is
Yeah.
amazing, isn't it?
We like that.
All right, here, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
the color
sign
in it's
back
really
on.
nice.
There we go. Okay. Okay, so now I want to go back to the other one. What I find, I did it again. Let's see. Did it again.
You
Okay.
turned off your camera.
I don't know how to do that. Let's see.
okay, hit the share screen.
Yeah.
Okay. Share photo. Okay, photos, and now I'll show you. The most challenging for me is the minimalistic type of image because
We're not
you
seeing
know
your
I
share
seem like
screen.
I'm always
Picture's not up there.
adding things.
Mike, your
Right.
picture's not up there.
Hang on.
Okay,
Here-
now
Uh,
there it is. All
uh,
right.
Gosh, that is beautiful.
Oh,
Oh.
wow.
Yeah,
That
This
is
is-
spectacular, Mike.
thank you. I call it
Beautiful.
nature's grace.
Beautiful.
Oh,
It was
Great
worth
title.
waiting for.
Very,
Yeah,
very
that-
nice.
Actually, the stalk on the bottom was the only stalk, and that was up straight. And I took that a couple of years ago at the horticultural center, and then flipped it and took one of the stalks and brought it into the top to try to get this sense of motion and rhythm.
Beautiful.
And it's
Yeah.
challenging, and I really enjoy it.
No, you
Mike,
did
how
both.
big is this? How big is this thing? I mean, how big
Well,
is
it
the?
can usually when I print, I usually print either 11 by 14 or 16 by 20.
So it's a nice big thing.
Yeah, it and
Beautiful.
it will go because I shoot my camera's quite high resolution as a Leica lens, and it's you know I really get a lot of meat for the image, and of course I have to make it a lot smaller to show it online.
Mhm.
But it could go really big. It could probably go 30 by 40 without any trouble.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Very,
But
very
it's a
nice.
challenge.
Beautiful.
Thank
When
you.
I first saw it, I thought it was by Inkscape or Illustrator.
Ah,
It
No.
had, you know,
No,
I
it's a
didn't know it was a photograph.
yeah. Everything of mine either is a photograph or is based in a photograph, because I consider myself a photographer.
Right.
I'm certainly not a painter, and I'm certainly not a sculptor. I would love to be, but I'm not. But for, you know, taking pictures for a living for 40 plus years, when I'm, you know, let's say shooting portraits or a wedding or whatever in the past, the key to being successful is to know what the picture is going to look like before you press the button. And what I enjoy about this experience with the Plastic Club is that pressing the button is only the beginning, not the end. And it's very challenging, and it you know, the comments that I hear, not just those of you who are nice enough to compliment, but the you know, the comments I hear about everyone's art, it just makes me appreciate something that I never had the opportunity to learn formally. So it's the whole thing, especially these sessions, have just been wonderful, and the ones on Sunday, just great. I mean, they're really, I find they're a tremendous help to me, and I know to Sarah during these difficult times. And
Yes.
everybody who participates and those who teach on the Sundays, biggest thank you that we can give you. It's just terrific. It's a real gift. It really is. So thank you all.
Well,
Thank you for sharing.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Mike, I'm afraid that when I crashed, we lost the ship in a bottle.
Oh,
No, we didn't. We
No,
saw
we
it.
saw it.
You
We saw
saw
it.
it, but
We
I don't
saw
think it's going to be on the recording.
Ah,
Oh.
I think the
Well, maybe
recording cut off. So
Should I just pop it up?
Yeah, could you please show it again?
Sure,
And
1 second.
if
I'm
mean-
an expert. I'm an expert now. I can do this now. I didn't think I could do this on my phone. That's great. Here it comes. Bingo.
Ooh, look at that.
that
You are.
is, what went into that?
Well, I got the idea because last time I showed something that I offered to Off the Wall Gallery. And it was a picture of the wall of the sketch club. And they have a big sailing ship on a mantelpiece. And so I used that as a base for the, composite or collage that I ended up with. And I liked the idea of the ship.
Yeah.
And then I thought, well, that's the way my mind works. It goes in different directions. I said, well, how about a ship in a bottle? So that went there. And of course, in a lot of my pictures, if you look closely, you'll see
Great
my
idea.
birds up there in the sky.
The
I have a lot of
rainbow.
pictures-
Yeah.
yeah, I have a lot of pictures with birds in them. And I just played, the water came from a picture that I took down the shore, I don't know how many years ago. And because of compositing and collage, I think if you're willing to put the time in and the effort, and I'm painstaking with detail. Doesn't always work, but I always try. And
glass,
then you
good-
can come up with some things that
Yeah.
you may surprise yourself with. I know I do.
that stuff with the glass, that was pretty good.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
The
that's
light.
hard.
The
Yeah.
sunlight right there
Well,
on the
Well,
bottle is
to-
amazing.
I don't know if you remember, but a while back I had shown a picture. It was about having to do with the virus, the corona, and I called it Cirque de Heroes, and it was a very complicated composite that I did there was a big tower in town, a construction tower, and on all of the beams, I had doctors and
Yeah.
nurses and
remember
all
that,
these
yeah.
people
Oh, yeah.
working. And of course, I did it all, and then one by one, I was able to put a mask on them. And I wanted to put a shield on them. And I found that to be the hardest thing. I just couldn't do it because as soon as I made the shield transparent enough to show the face underneath, the face disappeared. So I got a brainstorm. I took the head off of people who already had a shield on and put that head on the other person because the shield in the image worked. So I cheated a little bit, but it worked.
Hey,
All right.
Very good.
Thank you, Mike.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Um,
Thank you.
Let's see, Ted, let's go, in case your back goes out. Who, do you want to go, Ted?
Yeah, sure. I may have shown you this before.
you can't see it.
Oh, there we go.
There we
There
go.
we go.
I don't know
Uh,
what that, I don't know what that,
I don't know.
I don't know what that yellow line is. No clue what that is.
I don't see a yellow.
I don't see it. either.
Oh, okay.
No.
I don't know what that is. I never saw it before. But this is a piece that I'm mixing the colors of, and I'm going to do a painting of it. So I just thought I'd share that.
Very nice.
Dramatic, yeah.
Beautiful.
The painting's not going to be large, probably be 18 by 24. So
Oh, that's pretty good.
Can you
Yeah.
zoom in on the texture?
I sure.
Wow.
Mm.
Very nice.
Oh, gosh.
That looks different than what you usually do.
Yeah, this time I went to well paint.
Oh, that's what Ron uses.
Yeah. So anyway, where did I go? There's some kind of yellow thing.
Yeah,
Well, we
Must-
can't see it.
you
Must
yet.
can't
be.
see it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll take it off. Do you have anything
Yeah.
else, Ted?
Get rid of that.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
But I'm stuck somewhere. Let me see where I'm stuck. I can't.
I'm going to exit the sharing and you can start again.
Okay, let me try. I never did that happen. I don't know what that was. No, it's not working. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna let me quit out. Let me not even quit out. I'll quit out of Photoshop.
Yes, we
No,
can
I
hear
can't.
the clicks.
Yeah, I can't get out of there.
All right.
Come back to me in a minute. I'm just gonna close this out.
Okay. Let's go to Kim.
All right.
Well, I said Kim.
Oh,
I said
Kim.
Kim, not
Oh,
Ken.
Okay. Go ahead, Kim.
it's-
You're on.
Okay, Ken, if you want to
No.
go instead, Ken, if you
No.
want to go instead, that's okay with me.
No. Go ahead, Kim. You're
Are you
on.
sure?
I'm positive.
Okay. Okay. Will do. Okay, that's not where I want to begin. Can you see,
Ooh.
guys?
Oh,
Yes.
yes, yes.
Can you see?
Yes, we can
Let
see.
me tell you what. Can you see like a sky and the houses and stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Dark sky,
Okay.
bright, yeah, bright
So-
yellow.
Okay, so this is
Oh,
called,
yeah.
this is not actually inspired by anybody. It's just one of the things that I do. And it's called Night City, and it's a view from the apartment where I am right now that I rented for my sister. And that's the view from the window,
Hmm.
tarted up,
Wow.
of course, as
Beautiful.
art.
Beautiful.
A lot of
Very
color
nice.
adjustment.
And
Colors.
what's interesting is in the background, you can see the Delaware River, is it? Delaware River?
Mhm.
And New Jersey
Right.
on the other side.
Right, right.
Very nice.
Wow.
Okay.
Well done.
So now we are going to move. Any other comments, or should I go to the next one?
It's fabulous.
Go to the next one.
No, it's just,
Okay. Okay, guys, this is a Neela. This is a Neela. This is inspired by
Oh,
Neela.
yeah.
And I call it Gotham because
mm,
I had to visualize Batman's, lair. This is what I would imagine. In fact, I might actually collage in Batman or the Joker or whatever you think would be appropriate. And I don't even know where I got this view, quite frankly, because it doesn't look like Broad Street, or does it? No, it doesn't. It looks like a side street. So,
I don't recognize that big building in the back, that tall tower.
well, that's City Hall.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are all city, anything like that I have like Neela sort of is, well, not all of it, but I
Because
a whole
of,
series on Broad Street, so it doesn't look like Broad Street, but that's City Hall.
Okay.
Like
offers
that,
some
like
view.
that a lot. Very
Oh.
nice.
Very nice.
yeah, different.
Okay, guys, so now I got a different kind of Neela that Neela would accept no responsibility for, and I totally can understand. It's an abstract, but it was done with the Neela approach. That's to say long exposure.
Ah,
It's just an abstract. And I have no clue what I was taking, but sort of saw a little piece of it and I decided to bring it up as a Neela abstract.
that's a nice surprise.
Mhm.
Yeah.
it is. Oh, it does.
Yeah,
It
Very,
looks like it's painted.
I know. It doesn't look like a photo. It looks painted, yeah.
Well, you can all blame Neela for that, or thank her, or whatever the appropriate feeling is. But it is a Neela, and a bit of Ron there, because he says to move it around, shake it around. And it's a piece of something that I saw in a larger piece I did, and it didn't have these colors, obviously. I changed the colors.
Yeah,
So I don't know what.
that's what I was going
Interesting.
to ask, how you got the colors.
Well, again, as a photographer using my camera, I just messed about.
Okay.
I messed about, so that's what I messed up with. Okay, guys, now I'm going to show you the last one, and this one is, what should I say, going back to my roots that I regaled you with all summer, and it's called the Waterlily Pond at the Blueberry Farm. So this is not avant-garde, or it is what it is. This is a water lily pond at a blueberry farm I go to. These boats are actually from Tel Aviv. I collage them in, and the people that you see there are collaged in. And it is one of Bob's style transfer things. So this is in pasto, and that's it.
Cool.
Beautiful.
I love the
Really
color,
interesting.
the color progression and
Yeah,
the
beautiful.
horizontal
Beautiful.
progression of colors from the deep orange on the bottom all the way up to the very transcendental almost blue with the birds flying. Very nice. I like that a lot.
Well, thank you, Ken. I do want to say, I do want to make one comment about water lilies, just so you guys will know. You know, when you see a pond with water lilies, you of course think about Monet, and you think they're there forever. But I took this, I'm going to say early July, when I came back in early August, the water lilies didn't exist anymore. So just so you'll know, water lilies are not there forever. Did you all know that?
No, I did not.
No, they're very transient. So that's kind of why I
Good to
thought I would
know.
show it, because I was kind of captivated by the fact that they're not there forever.
Kind of a metaphor for everything.
Yeah.
Okay, Bob, I'm done. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Nice.
Very nice.
Strong pieces. Neela, did you have anything?
Not tonight.
All right, I'm sorry. Susan? Yeah, and you're muted, Susan.
You did. I do. I have some things. Share screen first. And there we go. Everybody see?
Oh,
Yes.
It's
Oh,
just, I moved her face again and,
Yeah.
and changed it. So it's an ongoing process, obviously.
Oh, it's great to
really
see
like
that.
it's
I
great
really
to
like
see the
that.
progression. Yeah, the progression that
Yeah.
you're sharing with us is great.
Hmm.
Is that in oil?
Yeah,
Is that,
it's an acrylic.
okay.
Yeah, I do oil too, but not too much. I like the quality of acrylic because it dries right away and you can immediately change things and not muck it up.
Right.
You,
Imagine. I like
What's
that
the
very
size
much.
of this? Is this really big? Is it kind of small?
Yeah.
it's
What's-
16 by 20.
Oh, wow.
That's
Great.
pretty big.
Wow.
I love your soft colors.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
That's consistent in your works. They're really nice.
Yes.
I really have to work on these faces. They're odd. And this is for the face-to-face, obviously. I guess everyone's working on that, right?
Yeah.
Are you working
Yeah.
on that, Jane?
Yes, I am.
Yes.
I've got it sketched already.
Yeah. I know. It's exciting.
You won't see it tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, the great unveiling comes in the exhibit, huh?
I don't know when. Not yet.
Well, when I don't know what I'm going to do, I do copies, and this one is of Fairfield Porter. Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
Very nice.
I don't know what it's
Very
called.
nice.
Sorry, but it's a little bit ugly. His work has way more yellow in it, and I'm working on that too. So
A lot of
Let me get
energy,
back to it.
lot of energy communicated in that.
well, it's a seascape.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
It's a
get it.
seascape, and then there's some kind of odd, weird thing. I'm not really sure that obviously I didn't get the color right, but his work is so amazing. Does everybody know him?
I don't.
No, I'm gonna
Porter.
send out a link. It's Fairfield Porter.
Oh.
Porter.
Yeah, Fairfield Porter, yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen him.
Really
Oh.
American.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's American, I think 60s or 50s and 60s.
Yeah.
And this is in a private collection. I found it in a book by Justin Spring. He's a writer, and he was somehow associated with the Philadelphia Museum of Art. But it's a good book. It's a really good book if everyone, if you like to read books about artists. That's
Susan,
pretty
is
good.
this one in acrylic as well? Does it work in
Absolutely.
acrylic?
Yeah.
Oh.
Mostly I do acrylic, but I have oil in case I need it. But I like the acrylic dries so fast and you can make corrections on the fly.
Right.
So that's why I like it. And then this is my third one, which it's kind of a swampy area near where I live. And yeah.
Very tranquil.
Mm-hmm.
I drove into a parking lot and this is what I saw from the parking lot. Yeah, I know.
You're very
I
lucky
love
you
that.
saw something that beautiful.
Yeah.
Being in the car.
That's what you saw. That's what you saw. I don't know if I would see that, but good for you.
Yeah, you might just see bottles.
Yeah.
The colors really give it a nice atmosphere.
What is there a structure in the back behind the trees there?
There is. There are buildings. There are buildings here too, but I didn't want to make that obvious because it was already lopsided. So I thought, oh, I'll just use this. You know what I mean?
It adds to the atmosphere just having the one in there. This neat little shack that sort of matches its surroundings is cool.
Center of focus.
Off center. Yeah.
Very nice.
Slightly off. Thank you. Thanks, everybody.
I got one quick comment. There's a sophistication this is a contradiction in terms, but there's a sophistication in the primitivism, so to speak, of your strokes and how you put that together. And it really communicates the scene. I really like it a lot.
Okay, thank you, Susan.
Thank you.
I have Fairfield Porter. If anybody wants to see him, I Googled him.
Yes.
And this is Fairfield Porter.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Fairfield Porter. He must be American.
And it looks like it looks like her work.
Yeah.
Yeah, that does look like Susan's.
Yeah.
He's been your influence, has he, Susan?
Well, I like his work. Yeah.
Oh, there's the water.
Yeah, we really get
It's
some
not
on
the
the right.
same,
There's the
though.
one with the water.
It's not exactly the same.
Never heard of.
The moment you dreaded.
Well, no, that's not the one I copied from. He's done more than that.
I guess he just sort of does that.
Yeah,
I wonder
paints every
where
day.
he was, like
He's a Yankee. I
Pacific
think he's up
Northwest or-
north
no, Maine.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Probably something
Okay.
Massachusetts.
I'll send out a link to
That was
him.
cool. I can look at him later.
Very nice. Yeah.
Thank you.
Bob, can I indulge myself and just finish this up?
Sure.
I'm getting nervous whether I can do it. If you don't mind, I appreciate
No,
it.
go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Woo.
That's
We have
not
a
what
camera.
you usually give us. It's lovely.
We have a camera in our foyer, so I took a close-up of the corner, and I just played with it in Photoshop. And
I love it.
It's really nice. Yeah.
It is very lovely. It is
you're
very
not going to
lovely.
believe what it came up to, what I did with it. There it is.
Wow,
I
that really
I just
it
went
gives us a
crazy with
whole bunch of
Photoshop
ideas.
and had a nice time. This post right here in the center, the post,
Yeah.
Oh my
That's-
gosh, look at this.
that's in here.
This is psychedelic.
Okay. Wow.
Oh.
That's very not Ted.
I always amaze myself on what Photoshop can do. It's an amazing program. And the other is my traditional sunset. I just wanted to share that.
Nice.
Oh, that's very nice.
Beautiful,
Beautiful,
Yeah,
yeah.
very nice.
beautiful.
That's nice. Hey, look at that.
That's
Yeah.
a photograph with oil painting.
No, it's a photograph with oil paint. Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But it's just amazing.
It is amazing because it looks like a painting, what you're supposed to.
Yeah, yeah. So, okay, that's it.
That's great.
Thank you.
Very
Thank
I
you.
like the color
Thank
blue.
you.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty intense blue because it's lights on that building. So it's
Mm.
very intense.
Was that one with a corner post? Was that it? Did you use, do you remember if you used emboss as a filter?
No, I don't know. I have to go through it. I don't,
That's all right. Okay.
I was just playing, so.
Okay, Ken, do you want to
Emboss. Let
go?
me see. Might be-
All right, sure. I want to amplify on Mike's talk about our get-togethers. I've been really inspired by it, and it has taken me to different planes. I've been a professional photographer my whole life also. So Mike, you and I ought to get together and talk about what that was about. But most of my life, I photographed people, and I'd say 99% of what I do is people. And seeing some of the paintings and other work that folks have done has inspired me a bit. But the first thing that I wanted to bring up in that direction was someone we all know. Okay, so we all know Whistler's mother, and we know, and some of us know more about Whistler than I do. But you know, I like his work. But what has always intrigued me about his work were his nocturnes, and his nocturnes are extremely abstract.
Wow, no, I've never seen those.
Yep, these are fireworks during a celebration. I think these are not great reproductions of them. I took them off the internet, but a sea, you know, this is boats on the sea in a dock area. This one I don't recall what it was, but I kind of like it. I mean, it seems like some kind of structure with figures. Maybe a river scene with a building in the background.
Wow.
And I
Is that a Whistler then?
pardon me?
Is that Whistler?
Yeah, these are all Whistler.
And I think that's in the Philadelphia Museum.
Oh, this one, is it really?
I think so.
Oh, I'd love to go see it.
I
I
like
love it.
Janice. It's like Janice's work.
And-
I think he's
Some of it.
And I just,
Wow.
Oh, that's lovely.
I just think for a guy who spent his life doing portraiture, I mean, to be able to do that
I know.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
and then do that, I mean, it's pretty remarkable. I mean, I love it. But anyway, the whole point being that him looking at the world, abstracting it, and using his techniques. So the two that I want to show today are nothing to do with Whistler per se, you know, except that I went abstract and away from people, and used camera techniques that I've talked about in the past. So
That is very interesting, Ken.
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you. So there's, you know, there's obviously refraction in there. There's shallow depth of field. There's all different types of camera effects and lens effects that go into this kind of shooting.
That's not composite. That's a
Yep.
straight.
Straight shot, exactly.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
The only thing I may have done on this one, the two I'm going to show today, is subtle, you know, contrast control. I didn't change color. I may have intensified the color slightly. All of you who use digital cameras know that quite often the rendering of the real scene is not quite what you see even. I mean, it may be a little flatter, and sometimes it may be the opposite. It might be brighter. I mean, in this particular shot, I don't love that this one is blown out completely. So I was tempted to steal some of the tonality from these and get it in there. And then I decided, no, I just want to use what the camera saw with the minor adjustments that I have already mentioned.
Mhm.
So that's that one. And then this one is, I like, in terms of this kind of shooting, is kind of my favorite of the two.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah, that's neat.
Very much.
Mm.
And,
How did you get the resolution like that? You
well,
know,
this was probably shot, I'd have to go back and check the data. It's probably shot at 2.8 so that the lens is wide open,
Okay.
fairly close to the glass and the foreground,
Mhm.
and focused primarily, of course, on the trees beyond the window.
Very
So-
effective, very effective.
Thanks. So they, I mean, to me, I showed the Whistler for obvious reasons. I feel like, and again, I want to reference our get-togethers, the pushing beyond what I'm usually comfortable doing.
Yes.
It's been
yes.
inspired by everybody here. And so this is the result. This was one of, trying to play with something beyond what I'm normally comfortable with. So there it is.
Beautiful.
Very nice.
Oh,
Thank
I
you.
think
Yeah,
likewise,
unusual.
Very nice,
this
yeah.
is kind of inspiring for us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mick, do you want to go?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. All right, I have to move this up a little bit here. Share screen. So
Oh,
no
nice.
cars. Well, there's sort of cars. The next thing is a vehicle, a couple vehicles, but this is a carless street. Does anybody know what this building is? This is funny because this is in North Philadelphia, but I didn't know what this place was, but I looked up the name later and I was like, oh, this is a really famous Philadelphia company.
No.
It's the
No.
back of it. So it's a place called Zitzner's. Anybody know what that is?
Oh, I know that name.
Vintners?
It's like
Yes, I know.
Cadbury eggs, but it's Zitzner
I
eggs.
know that name, Zintner. Can't place it.
Yeah,
I do
it's
know
some
the
food
name, but I
company.
can't.
Food.
Yeah, some Philadelphia like treats, like Easter candy treats. So
Right.
Or do they make the Peeps?
something like that. It's some kind of eggs or
Yeah,
something. Look, I don't eat this
yeah,
stuff. I never
Easter
even
eggs.
heard of it, but everyone was like,
Yes.
Zittner's. Yeah. So, on the
Yeah, I
internet, it
know.
was like these are a Philadelphia institution. I'm like, I never heard of it. But apparently this place is humming. It's like does really well. It looked,
Oh.
this was a scouting shot I took in like June or something. So it goes way back. So there was no activity there because they make the Easter eggs in the winter. So
oh,
Mm.
but I just
What-
like the decay, I'm here for the decay, not for the Easter eggs. So.
Were there wires
Yeah.
on that center pole that you did not include?
No, there was no other wires there.
Wow.
This is sort of like a straight representation. And I know that seems a little odd, right? But I'll tell you, that looked like a brand new pole. When you observe some of these things, the poles, you're used to seeing really old ones. Sometimes
Yeah.
you notice they look like they're not going to be there much longer. They're like eaten away. But this one was like greenish. It was like brand new. So I wonder, it's really just sort of serving. I don't know if you can see my mouse moving, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sort of serving just like their light there in their parking lot, and that's all it was doing. And the stop sign,
Right.
and the sign that I think says, I think this is 21st Street. I don't remember, but yeah, if you want to go look at Zittner's, it's on 21st. And there's more from this area. I was fascinated with this area. I was there like all morning, and I'll have to show some of those others later, but some other time. But there's a really interesting collision of railroad tracks in this area that a lot of things are happening. So I got a lot of good scouting shots from this
Ooh,
area.
okay.
So,
Is the-
all right.
Is
Go
the
ahead.
image on the upper right a billboard? Looks like lights
up
on
here.
top of a billboard with a reflection of a ladder. Yes.
Yeah, so what that was probably is, this was probably like one of those water towers like in New York, the big
Oh,
wooden
right,
barrels.
Right.
So that is
okay.
a ladder, and then that's the shadow of the ladder,
Great.
and those are the
Great.
shadows of the sticks.
Great.
Your compositions are fabulous. I love the lines, how
Yeah.
you can converge. You got a great sense of how to fill a rectangle. That's for sure.
Thanks. Yeah, I walked around the building a bunch of times to get, to get what I wanted to see out of it.
Yeah.
So some of the things I'm learning is
Great.
you can never go dark enough with some of this stuff. So in order for that sign to look white, it's paper. There's nothing there, right? I can't make it any whiter.
Right.
But the trick is to just make this. And it really was dark, but it's hard just to tell when you're standing there, because if you take a picture, so you guys, the photographers, know exactly what I'm talking about here, right?
Right.
Your camera is not going to tell you exactly what you were seeing. So I tried doing a couple of different exposures, and that starts to help, because if you expose for this bright wall, it's going to make this maybe look black, which it wasn't, right? There was color there.
Right.
Tricky business, this painting stuff.
Right.
So, and the streets are never as dark as you think they are, which is frustrating because they're always reflecting the light a lot, like the sun, especially in the summer where the sun is higher. So there's so many little tricks you got to pick up.
Right.
So yeah, that's always fun.
So how do you deal with that? Do you paint it darker even though it's lighter, or?
Like the street.
Yeah.
It could probably go a little darker still compositionally, but I just didn't really want to fake it too much. You know what I mean?
No, but I mean, typically, in other words, in the photograph, the street was lighter and you just made it a little darker when you painted it?
I didn't have any exposures of this day where the street looked dark. They were all really bright. And that was, so it's kind of frustrating because most people, like a little kid, hey kid, draw me a street. It's like he'll take out a black marker, right? And, and they're never that dark unless they're maybe brand new or something. So yeah, I didn't have any exposures that should have, but they looked really warm. So there's a lot of warmth.
Yeah. Would you like a little photographer's trick?
Sure.
Well, when you're using a camera, if you have the ability to put it on manual,
I do.
carry an 18% gray card with you. And in the light that you're painting, if you take a picture of the gray card, this will be a perfect reference. And if you set the camera so that when you, I assume you're using digital, if that gray card looks gray in your screen and you take a picture of the scene at that manual setting, everything will be really close to what you're seeing with your eye.
Okay. As opposed to the gray looking too white.
Correct. Yeah, because everything is being measured based on 18% gray, which is totally neutral.
Got it. Oh, nice.
It tricks the sensor in your camera.
Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, I need that. I need that. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome.
All right. Well, speaking of sort of blown out images, all right, here's another thing. So these are some trucks.
All right.
These were, I just finished this
Holy
today?
crap.
No,
Nice.
yesterday.
Holy crap.
I worked on it over the weekend. I think I finished it yesterday. So
Gorgeous.
they're like Desert Storm colored military vehicles, you know, but they're really faded. They're not really yellow. They're not orangey. They're exactly what you would expect sand to be, but it was an overcast day. So there wasn't really strong shadows. So I'm like, oh, this is nice. Everything's sort of blending in, but you know, I don't know if I got what I wanted there. It looks a little too lemon yellowy. It could be the computer too is sort of changing it around a little bit, but that's a hard color to do with watercolor paint. So I don't know if I ever do anything in this Desert Storm color again, I'm going to have to figure out how to make a sand color a little bit better, but
You know,
Yeah.
I
This
think-
one a lot.
Mick, the magic of this, I think, is those wires.
Yeah.
It's the image of the trucks too, but those wires, I mean, there's a whole lot of blank space up there.
Yeah.
And those little wires just, you know, it just works because, you know, it completely, I don't know, balances. I don't know if that's the right word, but it just,
Yeah, very strong balance, yes.
yeah, it's the
Yeah.
composition is really nice.
Well,
times.
it's a strong balance, but it's an ironic balance.
Yeah, it's, you wouldn't think, doesn't make sense.
Right, exactly.
It's you can't think this up. You just have to have a gut instinct.
I
think-
took a lot of shots of these trucks, but I like these low, weird angles, so you're not really sure what you're looking at, right? So the big tires right in the middle are for a part of a truck which is totally off to the left that you don't even see.
Right.
And it's a different kind of truck, I think. I don't even know.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, so you
Oh,
can't
yeah.
really tell. Yeah, actually, it's like a fifth wheel. It's like a tractor style Desert Storm truck.
Huh.
And it's totally in your face, and the knees are a little bit back. But yeah, I like them being menacing. But yeah, as far as the wire, I mean, obviously, I look for the wires. But you guys are starting to figure it out.
You know what I think?
But
You know what I think it is that the wires divide up the space into, so instead of it being this one big space, which would be out of balance, now you've got, this right above the trucks, there's this like triangle, and then there's this kind of rectangle in the middle, and then there's a triangle at the top. And that's what creates that sense of balance, I think,
Mhm.
because it's sort of, it's just, like I said, it's kind of magical.
And there's a
Neat.
little color. There's a color in the upper left.
Just a little bit of
It's nice
color.
too.
Yeah.
Where did you
I-
locate these trucks? Where are they?
so they're on State Road in sort of like Tacony area. Yeah, there's a whole pile of military vehicles. I'm not really sure what's going on there. There's other ones. There's other colors, greens, but they weren't under the wires. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out the skies. Like maybe watercolor actually should be great for sky, but I don't like the skies to be so blue and be so stylized. Sometimes I want them to kind of go away, and the wires maybe are replacing. Like
Well, it works,
people
though. It
use
works.
sky in this case. So.
I think that you are actually showing the photographs because nobody's this good.
I don't think it's done. I put my little name on there, but I'm gonna go back and darken the underneath of this truck. It's almost
Oh, wait a
it
minute.
shouldn't
Oh,
be.
yeah.
Boo, boo.
It shouldn't be like that. There's a lot. It's nowhere near the photograph. It's
Hey,
not-
hey, Nick, I think we've told you what
It works. It works.
It works. It really does.
I
Very
guess
strong.
I'll do a different one. You're right. I don't need to go back on that. Thank you.
Wow.
Uh,
Wow.
For the
It's
record,
better than a flower. It's more beautiful than a flower.
Oh, thank you. Thank
Yeah, it
you.
really is.
um,
Great. What talent.
I went and got a 18% gray card.
Oh,
Do you see
cool.
that?
Yep.
That's darker than I thought it would be, but thank you. I'm gonna Google this stuff later. Thanks.
You can actually buy them an 8x10, right, Mike? I don't know
Yeah.
if you can buy them, but they.
Yeah, any photo store has them.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It just tells the camera what is completely neutral. And if you set your camera manually, it will record from that neutral point in all directions, and it'll be really close.
Right.
The white balance,
saying.
right? So set the white balance
Well,
on the gray.
It's both the
yeah.
white balance and the exposure. You want to
And the
get the
exposure.
Right.
exposure. Yeah.
Okay. I'll play around with it. Thanks.
Here's my
Yeah.
40-year-old one.
Oh my goodness! How
Oh,
about
nice.
There it is.
Yeah, cool.
It disappears in the camera.
Right.
Uh,
But we got it. No, we saw it.
Yeah, we saw it.
okay, Ron, do you want to go?
No, I'm going to pass this time.
Okay, fine.
He's done a nice 18% gray picture. You didn't
Yeah,
see it?
that was beautiful. Very nice.
That's a student work.
Very
There
nice.
it is.
That's the best thing you've done.
Looks like the cloak of invisibility.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Pretty soon.
Very good. Very good.
Okay, Jane, do
All
you want to
right.
go?
Yes.
And just for the record, we discussed at the board meeting, which we had today, we discussed this group. And I think Jane's going to be, how at the end of it, I sort of do a summary of what's going on in the Plastic Club. Jane's going to take over the cheerleading. This is what's happening at the Plastic Club
Yep.
Okay,
duties.
good.
Oh,
But right now, she's an
Nice.
artist.
Nice.
For now.
Cool.
oh my God.
Is there a way to make this
Oh.
bigger?
That is
This-
nice, Jane. Is that
Yeah.
yours?
the plus,
You can zoom in.
I see the microscope. I see the magnifying glass
Yeah,
with
my
a plus
computer's
sign in it.
freezing.
Oh,
Yeah, there.
wait. Oh.
Will we ever be able to go to lunch like that again?
Yeah. So this is in my series of Jane goes back to her painting.
Yeah.
And so this was the second piece. If you were here the last time, I showed Jimmy Vickers with the holding the puppy. So
Yeah.
and this was painted a few months later. This is from a scene in Paris. Yes, we want to go back to Paris and have lunch. And my husband took the photograph. And one of the things that was intriguing to me is that it's so pink, and it has part of the word pink is in here.
Right.
Next
Yeah.
time I'll show you a piece this is my pinky, and that is the Blue Boy, because it's a blue painting. But anyway, this is 48 by 30.
Oh,
And it's just a really nice memory.
Beautiful
And-
painting.
That's-
I
Beautiful.
like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I like the
Yeah.
composition. It's like not straight on.
Mhm.
Good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the detail down in the corner is balanced really well by the relatively blank space, right?
Yeah, it's an unusual composition actually, but it works.
yeah.
Well, and I tried to get, I tried to get this windowsill up here so you can tell that it's a tall building.
Mhm.
Ah,
Right.
And
Well done.
Oh, it
Color-
works.
done.
Really does.
Mix of
And
colors.
Yeah, I like it.
And
These-
was the tablecloth green, or did you make it, or decide to make it green?
it was a pattern. It was a pattern, but it was it might not have been this dark, but it was predominantly green. The colors were pretty much the way they are, the nice complementary
They
colors
are.
here.
They are. That's why I asked. Right.
Mm.
Definitely. Yeah.
Jane, where in the city was it taken?
Hey, Pete. Montmartre.
Oh, this is not in Philadelphia.
No, it's in Paris.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Because you remember I showed a few weeks ago that thing on South Street, and it kind of reminded me of South Street.
Ah, well, yeah,
Ah,
outdoor dining, very nice.
Yeah.
It was one of those little streets with the lights, strung above the street, like Kamak
Yeah.
Street is now, I think.
Exactly. A lot of the city streets are done up like that,
Yeah.
with all the tables outside, and, very much like that.
So that's all I have to say about that.
beautiful, beautiful.
Very
Thank you
nice.
for your
Sorry.
support.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Very nice.
Nice painting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very nice.
Thank
Great.
you.
Thank you, Jane.
very nice.
Yeah.
All right.
job.
We have left
Thank you.
Amy, Janice, and me. Janice, do you want to go?
Okay. This.
Where'd you go?
I haven't been doing art,
Ooh.
but what I've been doing is I've been keeping a journal during the entire pandemic. And these
Oh,
are horrible photographs, of it. But I just wanted to give you an idea of what's been filling my time.
Wow, Janet, that's really cool.
they are.
Wow.
They
That's a
are.
neat idea.
Wow.
That's
great.
amazing.
Nice idea.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Janice,
Great.
do you set aside a special time of the day, or is it just whenever you feel like it?
Catch as catch can.
Really,
Mhm.
really.
Uh,
If I were disciplined, I would choose a time, but I'm not.
Looks like
Well,
a mix
As
of
the spirit moves, that's
There
good.
you go. As the spirit.
You've glued
Treasure.
things in. You've glued things in, and some of it's written and drawn and
Yes.
glued, and yeah, it's neat.
Yes.
great.
Well, you've definitely gone beyond Emily Dickinson's approach to her writing with the photos. The layouts are beautiful. They're just as objects with your handwriting and the photos. I think they're beautiful.
Yeah, really interesting.
Janice, are they private thoughts, or are they thoughts about art, or what are they about?
No, they're very, they're they're very close to me. And so, you know, I talk about being depressed and making myself get out of it. And I talk about the various flora that was up on the roof and things that I'm seeing visually. And then I talk about what's going on generally. And so this next one, which I'm only going to leave up for a minute, this is what I wrote.
Oh, wow.
You know, I took all of these photos, you know, from the internet, and I've said that on the side.
Right.
But anyway, we don't have to dwell on that.
Janice, do you see this as being published on Amazon? You know, which you can self-publish on
No,
Amazon.
I'm just doing it for myself. You know, just to keep my hand in and, you know, just maybe to keep me balanced.
But because it's such a 100-year pandemic, something like that in another
See about
100
that.
years may be very significant.
Yeah,
You know, like the
Absolutely.
Diary of Anne Frank.
yeah, absolutely. Hopefully with a happier ending.
Yes.
Oh,
Well, not if the city keeps holding back 70% of its vaccines, or the state.
So now we go to the silly
So
side.
this is,
And
COVID Christmas.
fabulous. That is fabulous.
That's great.
It's lovely.
That's great.
I love it. That's
Oh,
great.
man.
the other
Terrific.
side of depression is humor.
That's you and Bob, right? You're-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes. It's from a Degas painting.
the absinthe
That you probably
drinkers.
all know.
Mhm.
But I superimposed Bob's and my faces.
Yeah. Looks great.
Um,
Great.
Wo- Wonderful. Oh, my goodness.
That's
Oh,
great.
good Christmas. I love it.
the real part of this was that I wrote a song that goes to the tune of White Christmas, but I'm not going to sing it for you. I'll just,
Come on. I think it's what it's-
Yeah,
you know, people may find it ups.
rude.
Ah.
If it's offensive, let's hear it.
Oh, that is great.
That's good. That is very good.
It'll be in the
Uh,
video. Yeah.
Oh,
See, how do I get out?
Did everybody get their $600 check?
What was that, Andy?
Did you get your $600 check?
Oh, yes.
oh, did we all get checks then?
Yeah.
Both
I
good.
Oh, I have to check my bank account. Last time I looked, I didn't get anything.
Yep.
Yeah, do check.
Okay.
There may be a check.
Oh, that would be lovely. I'm going to take a look tomorrow. That'd be a nice surprise.
Yeah.
So we have Andy and me, and then Jane's Plastic Club News. Andy, do you have anything?
Yeah, I've got a 40-second advertisement for the new episode of Creating Fashion. So
Ooh.
it's 40 seconds. It'll go by quick. Let's see. Share screen. Gotta make sure I press all the right buttons. Share computer sound. And there
I
it
think I
is.
saw it on
There you go.
Instagram today.
Okay.
Oh,
You seeing it?
Yep.
yes.
It's not
And
moving.
it goes
but-
like this.
From one company to another, the size 10 will differ, or size 12 will differ because their grade rules are different. You need to be very accurate with your pattern work, with your cutting, and with your sewing. And if you are, then your finished garment will fit.
Love it.
And you can save yourself a lot of time at home by doing the very same thing that industry does. You'll be able to do this.
Very, very nice.
That's
Good.
good. Good
The
at it.
music is perfect.
Yeah, well
Yeah.
done.
A lot
I
of
noticed that she uses a traditional number 2 pencil.
Yeah.
And I like how you use the tissue rattling.
Yeah, yeah.
As like
that's great.
percussion.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
It went with the music.
Mhm. Yeah, there's a lot of sounds in the video. I thought, like, wouldn't it be neat to have something with all the sounds, with all the her moving things around? I thought that'd be fun.
Paper's not cheap either, and she's using it pretty, liberally there. So you can tell she enjoys her tools. I like use little scraps of it because it's so expensive.
Andy,
Oh, thank you.
Good job.
Andy, it's lovely, but there's one video you made of your mum with a huge pair of scissors.
Oh, yeah.
I can still see that thing replaying in my mind. You know,
Yeah, they're serious. Yeah. Yeah, when I was a kid, I used to cut things with those scissors. It's like, it's not for that. Use these scissors. You have your scissors. These are mine. These are fabric scissors.
Oh, is that what
Great
they
big
are?
severe things.
Yeah, they are very huge, and it sort of made a big impression on me.
Yeah, well, they look great with the camera. You know, I've got some really nice shots of those scissors because they reflect the light. They're all shiny, and you get this great sound, shlunk, 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 as it goes across the table.
It does have a sort
Very
of scary-
photogenic.
Yeah, but it has a sort of scary element as well.
Yeah.
Sort of like Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
I'd like to ask you a question. Is she easy to work with? Is your mom easy to work with?
Yeah, she says that a lot, that we actually, that we get along so well is what's making this possible, that we make such a good team. You know, it's, so, I mean, I've always gotten
Great.
along with her.
Are
She's,
you an only child, Andy? Are you an only child?
no, I have a sister who's 2 years younger than I am. So,
Oh,
but I'm the eldest. I don't know if that makes a difference.
yeah, I think it does. I think it does.
Has
But,
everybody had a chance?
Yep.
Okay, so it'll be my little thing, and then Jane will close it out. Here's what I did. These are everything I did this week, but here's what I want to show you guys. Remember last week I did the crazy Russian bicyclists?
Yes.
Yes.
And this is another one of those crazy Russian bicyclists. And I really like the sort of fanciful, 1903 Russia, they imagined bicycles and balloons with propellers. I liked it. It was a good escape from the world around me.
Very nice. Very nice. Beautiful.
Nice job.
Yeah.
And I want to start showing a little bit more of my textures.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I've been doing a lot of work on textures. So
Wow.
just note that. And then here's, I also found an old book of Russian ballet, which is also public domain. And this is just like a pretty romantic picture. But again, I'm going to go in on the textures. None of these are photographic
So,
textures.
Right.
so when you're
That's
saying
lovely. I like that
textures,
one a lot.
Bob, when you're saying textures, you mean you're using different filters?
Yes,
Yeah, and that not all of them are Photoshop filters, eh?
correct. Some of them are based on style transfer. Some of them are from GIMP G-Mics.
Yeah.
Here's one and Kim, I found out it's really hard to get halftone in GIMP.
Mm-hmm.
It's but here's something I tried to do. You can see there's a little bit of halftone in the frame, then a little bit of halftone, a much smaller halftone in the background, and then there's my weird. I haven't got a name for it yet, but it's like
Spaghetti.
ropey spaghetti look.
Yeah, that's nice, that ropey spaghetti look.
And here is Irene Castle. Some of you may know her. She was she and her husband. So this is from 1920, and again, there's the ropey castle look, and the
Cool.
This might be, this one was a very popular one on my website. I got a lot of feedback.
Ah,
And it's sort of something I wanted to bring up here. This is the Alice question. See, I tend to go to very muted colors. All of these ones you just saw are very muted colors. And I think people like bright colors. And this is one that for various reasons I use bright colors. And I got feedback from people who normally don't give me feedback.
Wow, interesting.
Hmm.
Bob,
So,
that framing is just, you know, the odd shape
yeah,
is very cool.
this is
Really
a
makes it three-dimensional.
Yeah.
this is a rune stone, a gravestone
ah,
from Scandinavia with runes written on it.
wow.
It has a Keith Haring energy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah, right.
I'd be proud to have that.
Keith
There you
Harington
got it.
stained glass for sure.
Yeah,
I'd say
it
right
is.
there.
Very nice.
So cool. It's luminous.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, the way
Yeah.
you've broken up the space is really interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, and my last piece, this is
Oh, I like that a lot.
Janice took the photograph, and
Wow.
it's a self-portrait and it's moody, it's dark, it's what have I become? You
I think it's
know,
lovely.
It's
well, I'm
really
glad.
It is, Bob.
very strong.
Really, really nice.
And again, there's the, let me go in on the, there's that ropey look,
Mhm.
Right,
Oh, yeah.
right, right.
Yes.
and then the
Yes.
half tone around the edges.
Cool.
All right.
One of these, I've got to start printing these big, because when you just see them on the screen, you can't see the textures.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Oh, this one's very
Right.
strong. I love the
I
colors
think
even.
that's, yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
really, really strong.
Yeah, you were talking about the muted colors. I've always liked the muted colors. I mean, it's interesting to hear that you've gotten that response on the web, but when you came back to this one, I thought, oh, this is, you really do it well, and it communicates such a sense of, I don't know, warmth and thoughtful, you know,
Yeah.
in-depth kind of attachment to the topic. As opposed to just splashy colors. I mean, I like the one that had the bright colors, but this is a little deeper to me.
I think maybe the word sophisticated or elegant or something.
Yeah, yeah, I
Mhm.
agree. Yeah, Ron. Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely. Yep, I agree.
Nice
All right.
piece, Bob. Nice piece.
Yeah,
And that background is very unusual too.
Yeah.
Mm.
Great background.
And the way that light, the real bright light, and then somehow that's, you know, it's not really connected to what's in the border, but it kind of relates to it, you know, and in a way that's not, you know, that just works because it's pretty subtle. It's neat.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you were saying something about muted colors. What's nice here is that you have the brighter colors in the center and the muted colors around it. It's a combination of the two that really sets it, you know, just gives it that dimension.
Yep, definitely. Yep.
Well, thank you for the feedback. A photo by Janice Moore.
Okay, nice.
I like the photos.
Well
Very
done.
nice the way she did it.
Uh,
Good
And
job,
good
Janice.
job.
Jane, do you want to do
Good
the,
job.
I will get the Plastic Club website up, but I'm going to give you full screen. And if you want to fill people in,
Okay. So as you all probably know, the Plastic Club, plasticclub.org, you can get all information. And including, we always post the previous salons are on the website. So there's Alice's student show that we just had, and then the Small Works and Betty's 94th birthday and on backwards. Coming up this Sunday, January 17th, is Dirty Frank's auction. Actually, it's the 15th through the 17th. I understand it's on Instagram. For those of you who are older and afraid of Instagram, I just signed up today and it was really easy. I don't know how it's going to work for the auction,
Times I haven't
but-
made it.
but you just sort of put your name in. Anyway, so that's the 15th through the 17th, to Save Dirty Frank, Save the World. Then Sunday, January 24th, we have our new members salon starring some of you all.
Let me show the new members salon because that's up
All right.
now. You can continue talking, but
What, Pete?
it's very strong, and a number of you guys are in there.
Oh, yes, I noticed that.
Yes.
Yeah.
It does look very strong from what I can see.
Oh, it's wonderful. I've been through it
Oh,
3
yeah.
times
Oh,
already.
yeah.
Great.
And something FYI, we got some photos. Oh, wow. We see some familiar pieces.
Mhm.
So Mike Gwynn is putting together what he calls the checklist.
Ooh, man.
So for those of you who are not familiar, when we have an in-person show, there's always a list of the paintings and the artist, or a list of the artworks, the artist, and how much it costs. Now, he's creating that so you can use that as evidence that you show your work in public if you don't have. And when you can go to Philadelphia Art Museum and get an artist rate. So
Reduced artist rate.
yeah, reduced artist rate. So that'll be woohoo, a nice perk.
You can also do that at MoMA, Roberta says.
Oh, really? Oh,
Right.
nice.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Know that.
The show in February is called About Face, and the due date, Jane, is January 26th. So get going.
Oh, January 26th.
Yeah. And the salon discussion will be February 21st. And then just further into the future in March, we have fabric, fibers, and textiles. And you don't need to weave a blanket. It's you can collage in scraps of fabric or fiber. It's really wide open as far as how much you use fabric, fiber, and textiles. And so that's all I have. Does anyone else have anything I forgot?
I have two things. We all want to survive until January 20th, come what, for various reasons. But now we also want to survive until late spring 2020, two, because that's when the Plastic Club is going to throw a big in-person party. We've got a historical marker that they're going to put up. Plus, it's also the 125th anniversary.
Fabulous.
And they're planning now for it. It's going to be the Plastic Club's all-time party.
All right.
So we all got to survive until late spring 2022.
Why do we have to survive till January 20th?
Well, because that's the 19th, our next meeting is next Tuesday, and that will be the final day of the Trump presidency.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize, I'm sorry. I thought there was some sort of salon or something like that. Okay.
All right. Anybody have anything else? I'll take you off view.
Great seeing everybody.
Oh, thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Good to
Thank
see
you.
everybody.
Thanks,
Thank
Bob.
you, everybody.
Thank you.
Great night.
Bye,
Great night.
Nicole.
Very good.
Bye-bye.
Take care, Mike.
Oh, thank